Well, hey everybody, welcome back. All right, are you ready for adventure? Well, I sure am, because that's what we do on this channel. So, what do I have for you today? Okay, well, I am back at the same site that we were over the last couple of weeks. And what we're going to do today is go explore two areas. I wouldn't say that I missed them, but I was a little bit too freaked out to explore them the last time that we were here. So let me tell you a little bit about it. Now, if you can remember, going back to a few weeks ago, I peeked down into that one adit and I said, I'm not going in there. I don't have a death wish. No way. It was in the exact same area where I climbed right out of that mine and all of those awesome workings that we found. So that's what we're doing today. I'm headed back up the hill. I've got tools with me. I'm going to dig out that adit and we're going to head on inside and see what that one's all about. Then I'm going to go higher up on the hill because I think that there's another adit even higher, and we're going to get a closer look at that. But before we can do all of this, you guys need to have a proper overview of where we are and what we've explored thus far, okay? So before we get started, I need y'all to, let me pull the battery out. I need all 169,000 of you to stuff yourselves right in here. Come on, here you go. Come on, get in there. Yep. Yeah, I know it's like a Japanese subway. Come on now, get in there. Okay. Now I'm just gonna put the battery back in and smush all of you. I know it's a little tight, but you're gonna have a good time. There we go. All right. So let's get the old drone up in the air, and I'm going to show you around. Number two, let's get the goggles on here. All right. You know what? I'm feeling like a little bit of rock and roll music today. What do you say we kick things off with a good rock and roll tune, all right? Let's do it. All right, here we go. And 3, 2, 1, let's do this. Alright guys, so the first thing that we're going to look at here, now you probably all recognize the ore bin. I showed you all of this. Real quick, let's just zoom around it here. I'll give you another look at it. And we'll do just what we did in the previous weekends. We'll fly right over all of the, we'll fly over the trestle here, and now we're going to head back to the portal. Off to the right over there is the forge that I showed you, and right over here is the portal. Okay, that's our main haulage adit right there, and I showed you all of that. Next thing that I showed you is we went higher up on the hill, not quite 100 feet higher, maybe more like 80 feet, and we went into that portal right there. Remember that one? That's where it went into the powder, to that small powder shack or dynamite storage. And then we poked our heads out right there. That's where we saw daylight. Okay? Now, let's head over here. Show you a few other things. Now we're going to head over to the big waste rock pile. And this is where we're going today, right up here. Okay, right there. Stop. Now, down there where you see the rails coming out, that's where I poked out last weekend. That was quite exhilarating. Yeah, it still gives me a thrill every time I watch that video, and I've watched it repeatedly. Now, this is where we're going today. We are going to bring some tools with me, and I'm hike up that hill, and I'm going to dig that out right there. And I might even add a support brace to the rotting timbers that exist right there to maybe make things a little bit safer. But here's the deal, guys. Let's gain some altitude and fly the stope. Now you can see how all of the stope has collapsed. And this is all the material that's sitting on the stalls and everything that's going to be above my head today. It's all fallen into the stope. But hopefully most of it that has fallen in has somewhat solidified. Think of it like a giant puzzle, like puzzle pieces. And over the years, it's kind of solidified and locked itself into place so that we don't have to worry too much about a collapse. Okay, the next thing I want to show you here, I think we have another adit. Let's kind of zoom off this direction. We'll turn around here. See this waste rock pile? Well, all that's got to be coming from someplace. And we haven't been up here yet to explore it. Let me show you. See, it looks like at one time there was cross ties and rail on this level, and see that? Lo and behold, right here, there's another one. We haven't been in there yet. We're going to do that one today. Okay, let's go higher on the hill. Now look at the clues here. See that waste rock pile? You see how all that material has come down on that level where I just said where the cross ties and rails used to be? Well, that tells me that maybe this waste rock was taken out of the mine after the fact. So let's see what we have up here. Let's look. Yep. You see that? That doesn't look like something that we can get into. It's just too dangerous. I don't know. It always looks different when you're looking at it from the drone, you know. But it looks like it might be something where ropes would be required. But look there, center screen where those old boards are. Doesn't that look like an adit to you guys? It does to me. So we're also going to go up there and get a closer look. Now, let's go higher on the hill. Okay, we're still following this old stope. Look at these, look at how that, so you know that does go in because they created a void. They created a stope, and now the stope is starting to give way and collapse in on itself. That's what's going on right there off to the left. Now let's look up here. We've got a support stall, and that looks like to be about it. Now that ore did extend off this direction right here. Now you can see, look here. Look at that. Let's uh-oh, I lost transmission. I gotta get my line of sight. Yeah, I'm pretty far out now. Okay, so I got my line of sight back again. Yeah, that's the thing with this drone. When you look straight down, you see part of the drone, but at least you guys can get an idea. Look right there. There's another potential adit on the back side of that big stope. And there's a road. See how it looks like there's a road or maybe a trail that used to come up this direction? And more going off that direction. I'm telling you guys, it's just endless around here. There's so much to explore. And then we've got some other diggings over here, but they look like they're just prospects. Yeah, they look pretty small. I don't know if we're going to get on the back side of the hill today. We might not have enough time to do that. So, all right, let me kind of turn things around here so you can orientate you. This is what we're generally going to be chasing after today. Let's go back over to the stope. We'll go down here. We'll fly this thing like Star Wars Canyon. That's always fun. I like doing that. This is such an awesome drone. Okay, let's get back to the area that we're going to be primarily concentrating on today, which is going to be right there. That's what we're going to be digging into. Okay, one last thing. Since we're right here and we got the drone up in the sky, let me show you something. Remember a few weeks ago I said, yeah, I'm not going to walk over there and look into a shaft. Well, here was, I did end up walking over there off camera. It turned out not to be a shaft. It's what's left of, I don't know, maybe it was part of a building was here of some kind. I'm not sure, but it doesn't go underground. It's just a, well, you can see for yourself. Something used to sit here, some kind of building. And while I still got enough battery power, let's gain altitude again. And remember a couple weeks ago, I was telling you guys about that wall. Here's that wall I was pointing out to you. Let's get a better view at it. See? So indeed they did build a road here. And the road came down on a steep angle. It went over here. Just like that. It crossed the wash and went right over here on the level. Just like that. Over to the trestle and right to where we're exploring today. Pretty cool, huh? Okay, let's swing it around here and head back home because I'm down to 38% on the battery. The nice thing about this FPV drone is I can really explore places super fast, but the battery life is not very long, so you're always changing out batteries. But other than that, it gets the job done. And the reason for that is this kind of a drone needs to be super lightweight, and which means you can't have a very big battery in it. So I don't mind. I don't mind changing batteries out. Oh, some of you guys asked me, he said, hey, you just flew right past a Dynamite magazine. We want to get a closer look at that. Okay, I'm going to do that real quick since I'm right here. There it is. And I looked inside, and it's just like all the others, you know, just a few shelves, but there's no artifacts in there. And then, just as I explained in the past, you always know that you're looking at a Dynamite magazine when you can see a rooftop vent. And that's what that is right there. That helps keep your dynamite dry. All right, guys. Well, we're going to fly back over here to Old Bob, get this puppy landed, and then I'm going to begin my hike up the side of that hill. So the next place I see ya is going to be up there where that old buried adit is. Okay, guys. I'll see you over there. All right, guys. Well, here we are. Didn't take me long at all to climb up this hill today. I'm feeling so much better now. Yeah. I sure am. I've probably lost close to 10 pounds. And by the time you guys see this video, many weeks, well, from my perspective, many weeks from now, I'm going to be losing even more. So yeah, I'm just doing great, climbing these hills like crazy. So happy to be getting back into better shape again. Okay, here we are, right there. That is where I popped out last weekend. What a crazy deal that was, huh? Wow. Yep. What a mine. That was really something. And like I always said, when you find something super cool, you just gotta milk that site for all that it's worth. And that's what we're doing today. That's why we gotta see what's in there. And I know it's super dangerous, but and curiosity may kill the cat. We just have to go in there. We got to find out, guys. So I'm going to take a little bit, start digging and see if I can't widen the space, because as you know, it's always dangerous when you're scooting in on your belly and you got a bunch of rock above your head that could potentially come down. There's not enough time for escape when you're on your belly. It's a little bit better if you're on your knees, and a whole lot better if you're on your feet, where you can at least dash from the situation, or at least try anyways. So that's what we're doing today. I'm going to try to open up that space to make it maybe just a little bit safer. All right, guys, time to start digging. Whew. Yeah, there isn't any good hardware stores where I'm at right now, so I had to drive all the way to Las Vegas to find myself a good hoe. All right, guys. Yeah, I kind of caught my breath now. You see all this rock right here? Now, this stuff has been sitting in situ for a very, very long time. It's all locked in place, and the little bit of clay that exists in this is also helping hold all of it together. So as long as I don't disturb any of that, and as long as I don't brush my back up against these bowed timbers right here, I should be okay. So I got to get really low to the ground here and very carefully sneak back past this bowed board. Let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, so first of all, let me get my lights on here. Get them all turned on like where they need to be. There we go. Okay, now look right up here. See how all that's bowed and that one's cracked? Well, when that lets go, it's gonna all just pinch this right on off. So, here we go. We're gonna stay really low. Gosh, I really hate doing this on my belly. I'm gonna stay super low. And my backpack's hitting it just a little bit. Okay, now I just need to camera over here a minute. Keep going down. Get on my knees here. Okay. And there we go. All right, fantastic. Oops. Okay, guys. I'll be right back, okay? Just need to catch my breath, make sure all the cameras are running like they should. I'll be back. All right, guys. Here we are. Yeah, I took a break, shook off a little bit of the adrenaline. That's a very, very dangerous situation there. Let me show it to you from this angle. See how all them boards are bowed, bent, and cracking? I just don't want that coming down on me. That'll seal us off in this mine. But that's where we came from. I was at least able to dig down another, not quite a foot, but close enough. Just enough to get my portly body through the hole. All right, turning around here. Now I'm seeing, let me get my lights on here. Okay, look up there. See, we got a round nail over there. Graffiti I can't quite make out, and another round nail. I'm stooped over here. I want to get to a place where I can stand up. But now, outside I was finding square nails on the ground, so it's quite possible maybe this is some of the older workings. Okay, so a few weeks ago when we peeked up in here, I thought I saw drill steel laying up against that ore chute right there, but no, it's just a piece of wood. But look at how much pressure is on that. Whew. Well, you saw from outside on the drone footage what we've got above my head right now. We've got tons and tons of rock. All right. Gosh, it's so difficult to be stooped over. Okay, look at the self-portrait right here. Right there. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's getting worse. Let's look around in here. Off to my right, there might have been a drift going off that way at one time, but now it's all filled, backfilled. Probably stuff that's come down from the top and filled it in. What do we have here? Oof. Goodness, look at this. Oh my gosh. Well, let's just go slow, right? All right, turn it around here. Whew. Turn it around, turn it around. Oh, fantastic. Look at this. Let me turn the lights down. We got a depiction of a horse wearing a saddle, and it says May 20th, 1917. That's 1 year before the newspaper that we found, guys. That's a 105-year-old graffiti right there. Wow. What's over here? Can't quite make out what's on that support stall. 105 years old. How awesome is that? Now let's look up here. Look at how that the pressure just completely squeezed that board right off until it came down and landed on that one that's 8 inches diameter right there. That's that's all that's holding it up. That's it. Good grief, I gotta be absolutely out of my mind. Look at this. Let's get a close-up of that. See how the whole top part of that stall? Wow. All right, well, as long as we don't touch anything and make too much vibration or whatever the case may be, let's get past all that. Let's look in here. Oh, that's what I expected. It's just getting worse and worse, guys. Well, let's not make vibrations and do anything dumb, right? Holy cow. Look at this. This is a nightmare. Look at this one. Oh boy. All right, let's get past it. Let's just get past it. Can I crawl over that safely? Oh, shoot. Look up there. It goes somewhere. I ain't going up there. I don't even like this. I'm gonna get past this zone without touching anything. It's a real life game of operation right now. Okay, nice and easy. Look at this one. Snap. All right, we got workings above us. Let's get around this next nasty stall. Oh boy, some rock just came down on me. Shoot. And that's totally collapsed. Nothing left. Nothing going that way. Turning around. Set the camera down a second. Helps if I point in the right way, right? I'll be right back, guys. All right, there we go. Yeah, you know, as you know, adrenaline can be both a lifesaver and a hindrance when you're in very, very dangerous environments like this. So if you ever find yourself in a situation like that and have the opportunity, just stop, okay, take a break, you know, let everything come on down, let your breathing come down, your blood pressure come down, everything. You just take a break. Don't keep pushing yourself, because if you keep pushing yourself, that's when your situational awareness tends to decrease, and you don't start seeing all the dangers around you, because it's like a horse with the blinders on. Okay, all you're doing is just trying to get to your objective, but you gotta, and then you stop looking at what's right around you. And that's why I like to take breaks in these mines. That's what I'm doing. I'm just letting things come back down so I can get a better feel of the bigger picture, you know what I mean? So we're not able to go that way anymore. You know, I'll bet at one time that right there went and shot out to the other side of the hill. Remember when we flew the drone on the other side of the hill and I started to lose transmission, or I lost my line of sight? Well, that's just right over here. So I'll bet it did. I bet it shot straight through the mountain. But see this? The fact that we're seeing backfill above our heads here tells me that indeed that next adit above us does go in and it works that final level, the highest level in this mine that we've been exploring over the last 3 weeks. It's going to be neat to see what that's all about. But we got to survive this first. So let's head back that way. Let's go back underneath all the craziness and work our way to the exit. Okay, here we go. Now, nice and slow. Don't do that. Nice and easy, not touching anything except for the ground. This is the worst part right here. Let's get past this. Okay. There. Okay. Doing good so far, guys. Now we got to get over this big log without moving it, without bumping my head on the stall. Don't do that, you dummy. Okay. Let's get back over to the ore chute. Get past the ore chute. All right. One more dangerous area. Gosh, I love, that's so great, finding that. All right, now, one last little area of craziness. Let's get past that. Okay. And there we are. All right. Whew. Okay. I'll be back. All right, guys. Oh. I know, you got to ask yourself, you got to be out of your mind. Well, there's so much history in these places, and it's just incredible to be able to find something like that. You know, it's roughly 105 years old. That's just so super cool. And to be able to bring that to you guys and share it with the world. Otherwise, nobody would ever see this stuff. They really wouldn't. And that's why I do it. I mean, it gives me a lot of joy. Yeah, certainly it's dangerous, but just to get this on video and point it out to everybody, to the whole world, is just so awesome. And I'm glad that you guys over the years have gained more and more of an appreciation of what these miners went through. They were just a rough and tough bunch, weren't they? Short guys, not very big, but all of them were built like a brick, you know what, to come in here and pickaxe all of this out. Just incredible. All right, well, we got one more obstacle. One more. Let's get going on this. There it is. Right there. Now, last time I did this, I kind of started to... I felt my backpack starting to snag. I don't want to do that again. So this time I'm taking the old backpack off. And we're just gonna toss it outside. All right. Please don't come down on me. Here we go, guys. Okay, haha. Did it? Yes. Woo. Oh yeah, yahoo. Crazy, but so much darn fun, huh? Oh, look at all that material that was over my head. Like I said in the past, one more big earthquake. All right, now, as soon as I gain my composure, I'm going to head up the hill, and we're going to see what that other adit is all about. Because now that we found ore chutes, we know there's more workings up there, so we got to head up the hill. All right, guys, I'll see you up there. All right, guys, here we are up at the next level. Woo-wee. Get my workout today. Good for you though, right? Okay, so let me flip the camera around here, show you where we're at. Okay, see the waste rock pile right below us? That's where we just came from. And so we're probably another 80 feet higher, right? Okay, as I pan off this direction, that's where I showed you that wooden foundation thing is. Over there is the wooden wall I showed, or the stone wall I showed you, which used to be the road. And here we are up on the earthen, so to speak, trestle. All the cross ties are gone, the rail is gone, and that's where we're standing now. Now, right here, let me show you this direction. Right over here, that's where all that rock was coming down. And then over here is our adit. Now remember when here, let me flip the camera around again. Now remember when I flew the drone up there and we looked down into that, what appeared to be like a shaft or something like that? That's what I believe that this adit is going to go into right here. It'll go in and intersect all of that craziness. So I don't expect this to go in very far, but we're definitely at the uppermost levels of this mine that we've been exploring over the last 3 weeks. Okay, now turning back around, there's the portal. Let's head on inside. We'll see what this one's all about, huh? Okay, first things first. Lights on, lights on. Excuse me. Ooh, don't mean to burp in the microphone. That's what happens after you drink water. Okay, let's get down in here. Now, watch out for rattlesnakes. They are definitely coming out now. Oh wow, look at all of the party balloons. Look at the party balloons that the pack rats have drug in here. Oh, they love those. They're all shiny. Yeah. Anyways, back to rattlesnakes. They're out now. And you know what the golden rule when it comes to rattlesnakes? The golden rule is if you can see lizards on the rocks or ants on the ant hills, then the rattlesnakes are out. Yep. And all today walking up here, I saw lizards and ants. All right, what do we have in here? Big old tumbleweed found its way in here. Anything else? Oh, let's see. We're gonna come right immediately into a collapse. Yeah, shoot. See, you know the reason for that is because we're getting so close to the surface now. So you get all that groundwater coming in, so on and so forth, and that's why things start to fail more. But hey, at least we looked. All right, turning around. Here's the remains. You might have a hard time seeing it. Look at that. Look at that self-portrait there. Kind of scary looking, isn't it? Look at that thing. That's a spooky looking face. Anything else like that hiding in here? And take a close look. We'll just go real slow while we work our way back out. Yeah, there was some graffiti right here at one time, but let's see, let's try it with that light. Sometimes you can see it better on the camera, but it's just too faint. Let's try that light. Yeah, way too faint. Okay, anything else? Nope, that's it. All right, guys, short and sweet. So I think I will just go ahead and climb to the top of the hill, and we'll poke the camera and look down into that shaft or whatever it may be, okay? All right, I'll see you up there. All right, guys, up here at the final level. This is really interesting. Yeah, as I was saying, it's always interesting to get up here and to see it firsthand instead of from the drone's perspective. It always looks so much different with that drone. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Okay, looking off that direction. Yeah, that's my hoe. My reliable hoe. Okay, let's look down here. See? Told you. So when we went into that adit just a minute or two ago, see how all this surface material came down and choked it off. That's what you're looking at right now. But see, it did indeed go that direction. Now look here. This is neat. Look at this. Look off over there. You see the stope and how it's all been backfilled? And now that this is collapsed, you can see all the layers of the backfill. So the miners backfilled that as they went, and now you're seeing a cross-cut representation of that backfill. And then higher up, Mother Nature took over, and all them great big boulders up there fell into it too. So there's nothing more that direction other than what could potentially be on the other side of this hill. And guys, I'm not gonna go over on the other side of that hill today. No, because we gotta have to go over and then walk all the way back down again, and that's not in the direction of old Bob. So that one is just gonna have to be saved for a future explorer, not me. That's enough for today. I'm real happy with what we were able to accomplish. I feel as though
We dotted all the I's, crossed all the T's on this mine. So as far as I'm concerned, this location is done. It's one for the history books. So next week, let me tell you a little bit about what I'm gonna be showing you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna sit down over here and make myself comfortable while I talk about this. So I got into my drone footage, right? And I started looking back at that whole area where the newspaper mine was. You know, the newspaper mine. The one that had that wooden trestle. We explored all of those various levels. It was just an absolutely beautiful, what I call an architectural site. Well, when I was reviewing the drone footage, lo and behold, I found another adit. Remember when I tried to dig that one out, or at least when I loosened up the rocks so they wouldn't come down on me, and then I snuck down in there, and it turned out to be collapsed anyways? Well, after looking at the drone footage, lo and behold, all I would have had to have done, guys, is walk another, I don't know, what, 50 feet, 80 feet higher up on the side of that hill. And here's an adit going right in, right there. So what we're going to do next weekend is we're going to head back up there and see if I can't get into that one. Because if we can, there's a darn good possibility that we can get underneath the collapse stope that's higher up on the hill that we also have already looked at in a previous episode. And I'll point all this out to you guys when we get there next weekend, okay? We'll do an overview again so that you all know where I'm coming from, okay? But the cool thing is if I can get into that adit and get in far enough, we might be able to work ourselves past the collapse on the upper level, get past the collapse, and then just like we did with the this awesome mine, climb up some ladders and get into an area that nobody's ever been in before. It's a possibility. We'll just have to see what the condition is. Guys, thank you so much for coming along with me on another fun explore today. That was a lot of fun. I feel so good now that we've just explored everything on this one, and we can move on to the next sites. Thank you so much again for coming along with me this weekend. And I'll see y'all again next Saturday. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.